Okay, so if you're watching this video, first, thank you so much for coming along with me. I promise you, making these things is super easy, scaling them is super easy, and you're going to look like a hero when you get all this stuff done. So what we're going to talk about briefly is how to scale, size, and cut these Dune pieces. So this is the goggles and the mask from Dune. And as you can see, based on the print bed, this is my PS1, that they are way too small. But I have no way to know how big your head is. So these things have to be scaled specifically to your body. So as the example, let's slice, scale, and size this front mask here. Okay, so let's get it oriented properly, and I'll lay it on a surface like this. Okay, so now the main dimension that really matters, you can see in this image here. Let's see if I can drag it in here. In this image, that the curvature fits, so that's not the issue. What you need is the dimension from ear to ear, right? And to do that, you need what are called cosplay calipers. I have a pair that I've designed. They will be in the listing. So once you have your cosplay calipers printed, you have to take the dimension from ear to ear. Once you have that, you can go here and measure this distance digitally. So let's just say here to here is, I don't know, 65 millimeters. Obviously, that's way too small. So what we do, I just go to my iPhone. Let's say the number was 150 millimeters. So I go to my iPhone, I hit the button, and I say, what percentage of 65 is 150? 230.7. So 230. So now we need to increase this by 230%. So if we go here and click on this, that's the current scale. So again, back to my handy iPhone, I say, what is 230% of 30.47? 70.0. So it's exactly 70. Okay. So we change that to 70. And now, again, you can, and if you want to, you can measure this distance back to front, but it should be good there. And then you could change this if you really wanted to. But as you saw, it's scaled properly to a human, so you shouldn't have to do that. Okay. So let's see if it sits on the bed. Hey, what do you know? It actually fits. That's great. But let's say, for instance, it didn't. Let's scale it up a little bit farther so it falls off the bed. Okay, so now we can see it's falling off. Okay, so how would we fix that? That's an easy fix. We go here to cut. Move it over here so we can see it a little better. We'll rotate this 90 degrees. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to place it on the cut. You can add connectors, but these walls are only 5 millimeters thick, so it probably won't work in this model. So we'll cancel that, and then we'll just do place it on the cut, perform cut, and boom. So now we have the parts that we know will fit on the bed, and we know will fit our body. Okay, so how do we assemble this? I use a plastic welder with metal staples. A link to what I use will be in the listing, and that's all you need. And again, for the goggles, size these together. So come over here and scale these up together so the lens stays the proper size, and do the same process. And once you have it once you have it printed, let's see if we can slice it here real quick. Once you have it printed, you'll see the edges here. You should be able to very easily slide it in, and you might just mount it with glue or something. That should work fine. So I hope that helps. Enjoy, follow, like, share, boost my stuff. I appreciate it. Let's see how this thing turns out real quick. We'll be patient and wait. Like I said, this is all super easy. For the Dune costume, this is all I'm making, the mask and the goggles. A black suit, body tight suit would work great. So you can see the mesh is in there, and you should be able to see through it. Thanks for coming along.